consider the activities that you do on a daily basis a hobby, or would you consider them a job? Well, to me, the activities that I'm involved in have become hobbies that I love. These hobbies of mine aren't just hobbies, they're lifestyles and life changers. Without all these hobbies, I would not be the person I am today. Some of my favorite hobbies are playing sports, traveling, and being involved in clubs in my high school. My first major hobby is sports. Sports have been a major hobby of mine since I could walk. I've probably tried almost every sport and loved almost every one, mostly because I love doing anything that involves physical activity. But over the years, I've had to narrow it down to 3 main sports, and I've narrowed it down to basketball, volleyball, and track. I've always been the competitive person with a major drive to win, so I push myself and the others on my team to be the best that they can be. I'm always wanting to win and have a winning record, and so I know that I have to be a leader on the court, and I know I always have my family and my teammates supporting me. Sports have taught me the major character strengths that I have today. I've learned how to be a better leader and work with others for great teamwork. Also, sports have made me stronger, where I used to be vulnerable and weak physically. My favorite sports are volleyball, basketball, and track. And I've learned a lot and grew more as a person from these sports, all while having fun. My second main hobby is traveling. I've been fortunate enough to get the opportunity to go to a lot of places most people dream about. Just in the past 2 years, I've been able to go to New York City and Washington, D.C. for the first time ever. New York City was always a place that I was fascinated by. It's so big and full of many opportunities. In a New York minute, it seemed like I was flying to Washington, D.C. and getting to explore our nation's capital and learning so much about our history. I was also able to go to the beach many times in my life, and my favorite beach to go to is Gulf Shores, Alabama. It's so beautiful and relaxing, and it makes you never want to come back to good old Missouri. I'm always wanting to go new places, and California is one big one. My bucket list is full of places that I want to eventually get to someday. I'm always wanting to go on road trips and explore new places. But all of the places that I want to go to, for sure I want to go to Paris. I've always dreamed about Paris, the city of love. I mean, how could you turn that down? New places are like new toys to me. It's so exciting going somewhere new that I've never been. It just makes me want to start exploring. Going to new places helps you to grow and learn as a person. It's good to get exposed to new people and the different ways people live. Traveling, it opens the door to many opportunities, and that is why it has become a hobby of mine. The last major hobby of mine is clubs. I'm involved in almost every club in my high school. Even when I'm in these clubs, I try to participate in every activity they do. I also try to be a leader in these clubs, being officers in some of the clubs. Some of the clubs I'm involved in is Beta Club, Art Club, Student Council, and Science Club. These clubs help me grow as a person and as a leader. I also gain responsibility by having to carry out officer duties and help to organize and plan activities to get the whole club to participate. My school and clubs consume most of my time, and they help me to grow as a person and a leader. And it has just become a hobby of mine. My hobbies aren't typical hobbies you would think of, like knitting or crafting. They're everyday activities that I do. Sports are like a lifestyle of me. They have taught me character and other life skills. Traveling is a hobby because I get to see new places and experience different cultures. Also, the clubs that I'm in at school have become a hobby because they help me to grow and get the most out of my high school career. Would you consider the activities that you do on a daily basis that help you grow and learn as a hobby, or would you consider them a job? Thank you.